Hey y'all. So I just wanted to pop in and kind of share some of the stuff that I've been going through, some of the stuff that I've been learning, and remembering within myself that's been helping me kind of go through and transmute and level up per se. So some of the stuff that I've been going through is I've been coming into contact with a lot of unconscious thoughts, beliefs, ideas, fears, jealousies, sadnesses, a lot of different things that I thought maybe I had kind of dealt with already, or that they were already gone, but they're coming back up and I'm feeling them in my body. Now, back in the day, I would, try and get out of these frequencies, try and go into meditation, raise my frequency, go up and let those things go. And that helped for a little bit, but what I've been learning is that we need to feel to heal. And there's a lot of stuff that becomes stuck in our energetic field because of the traumas, the experiences, and the things that we signed up to experience here. So when we come into contact with some of these unconscious behaviors and our body starts to feel cramped up, we start to feel nauseous, we start to experience different thoughts, older ideas that we haven't experienced in a while. When those come up, I've been learning to really step forward and embrace them. And just sitting in them. But there's definitely a difference, there's a difference between sitting in them, identifying with them, and then spiraling into them and getting stuck and believing that that is all that you are. Because really, that's not all that you are. You are a multi-dimensional being. You are experiencing this life on infinite different dimensions. So, in this physical dimension, you may be experiencing a lot of body aches, maybe anxiety or fear or frustration, and that's okay. However, there's an aspect of you that is just simply observing that. It's not entangled in the sadness and the frustration. And what I've been learning is I can feel my body. I can step into it and feel my fears and feel those worries and feel those confusions. In the same sense, I can simply observe how I am feeling. So in that observer's perch, I'm not stuck in the emotions and I'm not identified with the emotions, but I'm just observing and I'm feeling at the same time. And when I'm fully stepping in and just feeling and embracing everything that I'm feeling, that energy is working its way through me. And as I'm doing that, I'm not resisting it. I'm not judging myself for feeling that way. I'm not hating myself. I'm not telling myself I should be over with this. I should be done with this. Get away from me. I did that for a little bit and it didn't work. It caused me even more inner turbulence. So what I've been doing is I just sit, I feel myself, I feel the emotions as they arise, and I accept myself. In this acceptance, it allows me to just simply observe everything that's going on. I can observe the programs, the ideas, the feelings that I'm feeling, and not get so entangled and wrapped up in them. Yes, I'm feeling it, and I don't feel very good. I may feel like shit, and that's okay, and I accept myself, and I let myself know, hey, Dom, it's okay to feel this. I'm here with you, everything's okay, and just surrender. In that, it frees up energy. So it's like, when this stuff is coming up, it's like the light is coming in and it's breaking up all this dense energy that's been stuck in your energetic field. Maybe from past trauma, past experiences, or current experiences that you're attached to. And this light's coming in, it's breaking that energy up. Anything that's dense and that's stuck needs to be broken up so more light can then integrate into your body and then you can live on a higher frequency. So, it helps to be in this observer's perspective because when we're observing, we're not entangled and we're just simply allowing anything that's occurring in our experience to happen. We're not resisting what is coming up. We're not fighting it. We're just flowing with it. you know? We're flowing with the waves of life. We're just flowing with it. You know, and if I could fight the waves, when the waves come into my body, I could fight them and get away from them and raise my frequency and get out of them. However, it's going to resurface so I can experience them again. And when I allow them to come up, when I allow those emotions to come up, when I allow those feelings to be felt, I'm not attached to them, because I recognize there's an aspect of me that is already transcended those emotions. There's an aspect of me that is already through that energy. And when I tune into that, I can simply just observe what is going on and allow those energies to go through my system and flush through. So I had this experience yesterday where I had some of these unconscious behaviors come up and the light shined on them, and I was like, whoa, I still feel this way. There's still an aspect of me that is feeling this way. So I didn't fight it. I went down to the lake, I meditated, and I just sat with myself. I felt my emotions, I accepted them as they were, and I simply just observed. I observed why I was feeling that way. I observed the emotions that were coming up. I wasn't really trying to figure anything out or fix anything. I was just observing what was going on. And it's like my awareness was getting wider and wider and wider. And I was just sitting and allowing what was to come through and to be transmuted and to be let go. And when I say transmuted, I mean like the light is coming in and that heavier, dense energy is becoming lighter because we're allowing ourselves to feel it. We're allowing it to wash through our system and then go away and be transformed. So then more light, we have more space in our body to anchor these higher frequencies because there's no longer that dense energy stuck in our field. So it's super important for us to just accept ourselves and to be gentle with ourselves as these unconscious programs start to arise again. Moving back to yesterday, when I sat with myself, accepted myself, and didn't fight what was going on, I just simply observed, and at a certain point, that energy was let go. And when that energy was let go, I had this very warm grace feeling upon me. It was very present. I was very present. And it was very warm. It was like that sweet surrender, knowing that my higher self, that my spirit, that my angels got me. I may not know how my life is going to turn out. I may not know why I've had to experience certain things. But what I do know is that when I surrender and just trust, I feel this very present, graceful energy wash over my body. I don't need to figure anything out, and I don't need to fix anything. Just allow myself to feel, and just simply observe as this whole process unfolds, as this whole transmutation process, as this transformation process unfolds. I had this experience while I was coming down here, and I was riding my bike, getting it, and I looked down and there's a chipmunk just laying in the middle of the road. I'm like, woo! And it didn't move, and it was like a little small baby chipmunk. And I'm like, what are you doing? So I pulled over my bike, and I looked at the chipmunk, and it wasn't moving, but it was alive. So I went over, picked my shirt up, and put the little chipmunk in my shirt. And I just, let it know that love was here and love was going to take care of it and to trust me. I rode my bike home and just kind of put that love through my hand, gave it some Reiki, gave it some love. And then I took it home and I put it in a little box, and basically I'm just going to take care of it and see if it can kind of make it through this journey, maybe give it some of the food that it needs, some of the love, some of the water, and just do my best to give it the love that it needs. And for me, this really touched my soul because I've been really in this surrender mode, and it's like, okay, when I come into contact with aspects of myself that are hurt, that are stuck on certain timelines, that are just experiencing fear or confusion or frustration, stuck in certain beliefs. Sometimes I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know why it's happening that way, but I'm learning more and more that as I trust, as I feel, and as I accept myself through this journey, I'm trusting my higher self that it's going to lead me in the direction that I need to go. It's like my higher self knows what I want and knows my deepest desires and knows the life that I want to experience. And as I surrender and allow these feelings to be transformed and I let go, I have a lot more energy to just create the life that I want to live instead of fighting the life that I don't want to live. It's like I free up energy when I'm let go, I accept, and I trust. I have so much more energy instead of being stressed out, resisting, and fighting the life that I'm experiencing. Oh, I get it. Sometimes it does not feel good. But at a certain point, good and bad goes away because we see and we learn to trust through our experience that the bad things that are happening and that have happened in our life have made us a very strong light warrior. And like there's some things that happen in my life that I just did not understand, and I don't understand still sometimes. However, there's some things that have happened that I recognize that have made me very compassionate, heart open, loving, allowing me to show up and share these messages. And without those experiences, I would not be where I'm at right here, right now, with my heart open. So for me, that chipmunk experience was like, there was so much synchronicity for me to be riding my bike, to come into that experience, pick that chipmunk up, take it all the way home, give it the love that it needs, and basically help it either transition into the next life or to help it get back on its feet and then let it go. For me, that represents my higher self. I'm like that chipmunk when I'm hurt and my legs hurt and I have to just trust that my higher self has got me. My higher self is taking and rearranging everything that I need. And all I have to do is show up, trust, surrender, love myself, be gentle with myself, be unconditionally loving to me and all those in my experience, all the thoughts that come into my experience, and just really show up. Just be gentle. I have certain things that I do once I've surrendered and trust and just let myself experience what I need to experience. I then get on my bike, I go for a ride, I paint, I go in the woods, I meditate. But it's not for me to escape those feelings. It's for me to feel those feelings, let those feelings be felt, and then put that leftover energy in motion. Go do something with that energy, because once that energy is freed up, I have new energy to then create the reality that I want to create, to focus my attention on what it is that I do want. But when I'm stuck in those lower frequencies and I'm fighting and resisting them and causing more and more stress, I have no energy to do anything. I have no energy to create new experiences. And sometimes that is okay. Sometimes I need to go sit on my couch, I need to feel my depression, and I just need to love myself through it. That's true power. That's real power, to love those aspects of ourselves that are hurt and that we don't like. But to then show up for ourselves and be like, yo, I got you. I'm here with you. I love you. And feel this body for however long you need to feel this, feel it. And I'm here with you. And then it's like I just observe what unfolds. I observe and let go. Jesus, take the wheel, Your higher self's got you. This experience is divinely orchestrated. Divinely. And sometimes We're confused and we don't know why our life is unfolding the way that it is. But can you learn how to just be in that perspective of observation and just observe as it unfolds? Let what happens happen. Don't resist it and just be present with yourself. You are a powerful, powerful, powerful being, no matter what you are experiencing. And I tell myself this. I have to remind myself this, because when I go in those low frequencies, it's hard for me to remember. However, we are very powerful. And our higher self has got us. Our spirit's got us. Our angels are helping us the very best that they can. So, open up. Step forward. Embrace. And ride them waves, baby. Don't fight so much. Just surrender and trust. Thank you for showing up for yourself. So much love, y'all.